A nightmare in the snow. Introducing the beast. The snow crunched under your boots. Each step forward felt heavy, the air thick with cold, and a strange kind of fear you couldn't explain. Something was out there. Something with eyes like icy chips of glass, something that moved like a snake and howled like a wolf. It was a creature of nightmares, a horrifying mix of beast and serpent. Its body, long and sleek like a python's, was covered in thick white fur that blended perfectly with the snowdrifts. Two curved horns, sharp as daggers, jutted from its head, almost glowing against the stark white landscape. And then there were the eyes, pale blue, almost white. They seemed to pierce through the trees, watching, waiting. This was no ordinary wolf, no ordinary snake. This was something different, something terrifying. This was the Serpent Wolf of the frozen north. Silent hunter. How the Serpent Wolf stalks its prey. It moved like a phantom, a whisper of danger in the frozen air. The Serpent Wolf was a master of disguise, its white fur making it almost invisible against the snow. It would lie in wait, coiled beneath a drift, its icy breath misting in the air. Only its eyes, those terrifying blue eyes, gave away its position. Its prey, usually rabbits, hares, or the occasional fox, wouldn't suspect a thing. They would wander close, sniffing the air, oblivious to the danger lurking nearby. Then, with a speed that defied its serpentine body, the Serpent Wolf would strike. Its jaws, lined with rows of razor-sharp teeth, would snap shut, crushing bone and flesh. The victim wouldn't even have time to cry out. One moment it would be alive, the next, gone. The breath of winter, the creature's chilling effect. But the Serpent Wolf's most terrifying weapon wasn't its teeth or its speed, it was its breath. A single exhale from the beast could freeze the air around it, coating everything in a thick layer of frost. Those unlucky enough to be caught in its path would feel a sudden, unbearable chill. Their limbs would grow heavy, their movements sluggish, and then, as the icy breath seeped into their lungs, they would freeze from the inside out, their bodies becoming brittle statues in the snow. The Serpent Wolf preferred a quick kill, but sometimes it seemed to enjoy the fear. It would circle its victims, its icy breath swirling around them as their terrified eyes met its cold, unblinking stare. Stories of the Serpent Wolf had been passed down for generations, whispered warnings around flickering campfires, tales told to frighten children into obedience. Some dismissed them as mere folklore, the product of long, dark nights and overactive imaginations. But those who lived on the edge of the wilderness knew better. They had seen the tracks in the snow, the strange serpentine trails leading into the trees. They had heard the howls in the night, a chilling mix of wolf and something else, something ancient and hungry. Fear hung heavy in the air, a tangible presence that clung to the trees and seeped into their bones. Nobody dared to venture out alone after dark. The Serpent Wolf was out there. They knew it, watching, waiting. You gripped your flashlight tighter, its beam cutting through the darkness. Your breath plumed out in white puffs, quickly disappearing into the freezing air. You were searching for something, or rather someone, your friend, who had disappeared into the woods a few hours ago. He had been adamant about finding the Serpent Wolf, convinced that the stories were true. You had tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen. Now, as you followed his footprints deeper and deeper into the forest, you wondered if you had been foolish to come after him. Suddenly you heard a sound. A low growl, part wolf, part something else. It echoed through the trees, sending shivers down your spine. You froze, your heart pounding in your chest. The growl came again, closer this time. You shone your flashlight in the direction of the sound, but the beam only illuminated a wall of trees. Then you saw it. A pair of eyes glowing an eerie blue from the darkness. They were watching you, hunting you. And as the Serpent Wolf emerged from the trees, its breath forming a cloud of ice crystals in the air, you realized with a jolt of terror that you were no longer the hunter. You were the prey. It opened its jaws, revealing rows of sharp teeth, and let out a deafening howl that echoed through the silent forest. And then,